Kieran Suckling, director of the Center for Biological Diversity, is with us in Eugene, Oregon. Though we're talking about this first anniversary of the Gulf, Kieran. It goes to the big battle that goes well beyond the Gulf of offshore drilling. In this period, President Obama's announced offshore drilling will resume. Talk about what this means from the Gulf to Alaska.
Yeah, when the Gulf crisis hit, it had huge reverberations across the country for offshore oil drilling, because we're also doing just as dangerous, indeed more dangerous, drilling in Alaska. And the president had just decided to open up the Atlantic coast to drilling as well. And so when that crisis hit and the media attention was finally put on this tremendously dangerous practice we do, everything was shut down for a short while. But now, as that memory has faded a bit and folks aren't paying as much attention, the Obama administration this month began reissuing new deepwater drilling permits in the Gulf of Mexico. It began issuing new permits in Alaska as well. So it is pushing us back to doing the very same dangerous drilling we did before the spill. And secondly, it is using some of the very same legal loopholes that were used to allow the BP drilling project to go forward without environmental review. So the administration, for example, just issued deepwater drilling permits to Shell Oil in the Gulf without environmental review. It excluded them by saying the chance of a spill are so small, we don't have to address it. Then it turned around and ordered new deepwater drilling permits to Shell also in the Arctic, in Alaska. And we're very, very concerned about the Arctic because as bad as the spill was in the Gulf of Mexico, at least you had a massive fishing, oil industry, Coast Guard, government infrastructure at hand that you could bring to address that spill. In the Arctic, where Shell is planning to drill, the nearest Coast Guard station is 1,200 miles away. There's no infrastructure up there. There's no fishing industry up there to address a big spill. So you would have this oil pouring into this frigid, icy water and nothing available to clean it up. And then meanwhile, to make matters even worse, the Republican Party, especially Doc Hastings, head of the Resource Committee out of state of Washington, is pressing the government to open up new areas to drill for oil, including the Atlantic coast, and to say that if the government fails to review these opinions in 60 days, which there's no way it could possibly do that, these projects go forward without any drilling at all. So between the Obama administration pressing to have business as usual and the Republicans pressing to have even more oil drilling, we're poised here to go forward with not only having not learned the lesson of this spill, but very likely to cause another spill to happen again.
We're talking to Kieran Suckling, Executive Director of the Center for Biological Diversity.